Today we got the first look at the Samsung Galaxy S25 Edge along with the full specs, pricing and everything you need to know ahead of the launch, so hit subscribe now and we'll get right into it. So the Galaxy S25 Edge was first teased at the Galaxy Unpacked event and it's popped up at a few events since, but now it's finally time for launch. Despite it being incredibly slim, the S25 Edge is still shaping up to be a powerhouse, and it stands out from the rest of the lineup with its sleek dual camera setup, but don't let the look fool you. Now, according to Sammy Guru, the main sensor is going to be a massive 200 megapixel 1/1.3 inch sensor, the same one that you'll find in the S25 Ultra, and it's also paired with a 12 megapixel ultra wide using a 1/2.55 inch sensor, so we can expect some impressive photos and videos from the S25 Edge. As well as the impressive camera system, under the hood, the S25 Edge packs the Snapdragon 8 Elite with 12GB of RAM and a choice of 256 or 512 storage, which is UFS 4, and benchmarks have already appeared on Geekbench 6, where it scores 2,969 for single core and then 9,486 for multi-core, which are solid numbers for a device this thin. The display is another highlight with a 6.66-inch Quad HD Plus OLED. We got a 3120 by 1440 resolution, 120Hz refresh rate, HDR10 Plus support, a peak brightness of 2600 nits, Gorilla Glass Victus 2 protection, and then we've got an ultrasonic fingerprint scanner under the display. We've also got a 12 megapixel punch-hole selfie camera that sits top center, and it's the same sensor found in the S25 and the S25 Plus. Now, when it comes to colors, you're also going to be able to choose between titanium icy blue, titanium silver, and titanium jet black, all with sleek and premium finishes. Now, what really sets the S25 Edge apart from the rest of the lineup though is its size, and at just 5.84mm thick, it's dramatically thinner than the S25 Ultra at 8.2mm, and it also weighs only 163 grams. Now, even with that slim profile, you're still getting a 3,900 mAh battery with 25-watt fast charging. We've also got IP68 water resistance, Bluetooth 5.4 and Wi-Fi 7. Now, the full marketing render images have already been leaked by WinFuture, and unfortunately I can't show these in this video as Samsung are issuing takedowns to get them all taken off the internet, but I've created these renders including the renders in hand to show you guys exactly what you can expect from the phone. And of course, we know these are accurate because the device has been showcased in the flesh many times, so this is exactly what the S25 Edge is going to look like. Now, it was initially set to launch in April, but we now know that Samsung are going to be holding a launch event on May the 13th titled Beyond Slim, followed by the phone shipping at the end of the month. Now, when it comes to pricing, we've had the European pricing leaked, which is between 1,200 and 1,300 euros for the 256GB model, and then 1,300 to 1,400 euros for the 512GB model. And this means it's a little bit more expensive than the S25 Plus, but less expensive than the S25 Ultra. And of course, it's not directly comparable between different regions, but it means that you can expect a starting price of around $1,000 to $1,100 in the USA. And it seems very likely that next year the Edge is going to replace the Plus model if it's successful this year. But for those of you excited, we're now going to run through the full specs, design and pricing of each Galaxy S25 to help you guys decide which one is right for you. So hit subscribe now and we'll get right into it. So first up, we've got the standard Galaxy S25, which comes with a 6.2-inch dynamic AMOLED display. It's a 120Hz display with a resolution of 2340 by 1080. We've got a peak brightness of 2600 nits, and we've got Gorilla Glass Victus 2 protection. We get a 12 megapixel punch-hole selfie camera at top center, and then over on the rear it's a triple camera setup consisting of a 50 megapixel wide angle, a 10 megapixel telephoto with 3x optical zoom, and a 12 megapixel ultra wide. It's powered by the Snapdragon 8 Elite with 12GB of RAM and up to 512GB storage, which is UFS 4. We get a 4,000 mAh battery with 25-watt fast charging, and it comes with 5G, Bluetooth 5.4, Wi-Fi 7, and it ships with One UI 7 based on Android 15, and it starts from $800. Next up, we've got the Galaxy S25 Plus, and this comes with a 6.7-inch dynamic AMOLED display. It's a 120Hz display with a resolution of 1440 by 3120, a peak brightness of 2600 nits, and we get Gorilla Glass Victus 2 protection. We get a 12 megapixel punch hole camera top center, then over on the rear it's a triple camera setup consisting of a 50 megapixel wide angle, a 10 megapixel telephoto with 3x optical zoom, and then a 12 megapixel ultra wide. It's powered by the Snapdragon 8 Elite with 12 gigs of RAM and up to 512 gig storage, which is UFS 4. We get a 4900 mAh battery with 45 watt fast charging, and it comes with 5G, Bluetooth 5.4, Wi-Fi 7 and ultra wideband support, and it ships with One UI 7 based on Android 15, and it starts from $1,000. Next up, we've got the Samsung Galaxy S25 Edge, and this is coming with a 6.7-inch dynamic AMOLED display with a peak brightness of 2600 nits. We get a 120Hz display with HDR10 Plus and a resolution of 1440 by 3120, and is protected by Gorilla Glass Victus 2. We get a 12 megapixel punch hole camera for the selfies, and then over on the rear it's a dual camera setup consisting of a 200 megapixel wide angle and a 12 megapixel ultra wide. It's going to be powered up by the Snapdragon 8 Elite, and it's coming with 12 GB of RAM and a choice of 256 or 512 gig storage, which will be UFS 4. It's coming with a 3900 mAh battery with 25 watt fast charging, and it will of course have 5G, Bluetooth 5.4, Wi-Fi 7 and ultra wideband support, and it's launching with One UI 7 based on Android 15, and it's expected to launch from around $1,000 to $1,100 in April 2025. Finally, we have the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, and this comes with a 6.9-inch dynamic AMOLED display. It's a 120Hz display with a resolution of 1440 by 3120. We got a peak brightness of 2600 nits, and we have Gorilla Glass Armor 2 protection. We get a 12 megapixel punch hole camera top center, then over on the rear it's a quad camera setup consisting of a 200 megapixel wide angle, a 10 megapixel telephoto with 3x optical zoom, we got a 50 megapixel periscope with 5x optical zoom, and then a 50 megapixel ultra wide. It's powered by the Snapdragon 8 Elite with 12 gigs of RAM and up to 1TB of storage, which is of course UFS 4. We get a 5000 mAh battery with 45 watt fast charging, and it comes with 5G, Bluetooth 5.4, Wi-Fi 7 and ultra wideband support, and it ships with One UI 7 based on Android 15, and it starts from $1,300. So the Galaxy S25 Edge looks like an exciting shift from Samsung, combining the top-tier performance with a refreshed design and a pocket-friendly form factor. It's ideal for those of you that want flagship power without the bulk, and especially for users that stick to the primary camera. And overall, the Galaxy S25 Edge is just looking like a great phone, and it's bringing all of the premium specs into a slim form factor for those of you that want an easier to carry around phone with a reasonable display size, and those that mainly use the primary camera. Now, after delivering very similar looking phones for some time now, it's exciting to finally see something new from Samsung, and it's going to be interesting to see how this performs with consumers. Now, of course, launch is just around the corner, and we're no doubt going to get more and more leaks as we approach it, and of course I'm going to be sharing them as soon as they come in, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a thing in the future.